Hey everyone, Noah here. There was a delete scene leaked for what Batman v Superman missed, and this is Lex Luthor talking to Steppenwolf, one of Darkseid's elite. And this looks like Darkseid's gonna be, honestly, the bad guy for Justice League movie. And all I can say is stupid, stupid, stupid. It's really stupid. And there's three really big reasons why this is stupid. Number one, what can't these guys do afterwards, alright? We got 7 guys stopping Darkseid and an alien invasion. Now, people who have seen my videos before know I am more Marvel, so there might be the Avengers thought no, that's well, didn't the Avengers fight an alien invasion in Loki? They cut it off an alien invasion, and Loki is in par, okay? We saw that they were getting beat. So do people think we do the same thing there? Well, then this is going straight into copying Marvel. This is the only way they can stop it, doing something like that. And then other people might go, well, what about Thanos? Aren't the Avengers fighting him and his big army? Yes, they are. But we're also getting the new Avengers, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Most likely we will also get the Defenders and the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with their Secret Warriors. Plus a number of heroes who haven't been shown yet. So with like 50 heroes versus Thanos and his army, and this is being built up, don't forget as well, so it has to have a huge cast against a huge army. But for your first one to hit the ground running, I don't know, this feels like a very poor choice. Alright, that's my first little bit. My second thing is, this is divided into 2 parts. Now, that alone is honestly got a good idea for Justice League. This is them going, we're gonna make everything big. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, do that. If you wanna make everything there, this is a risk, but it's one of those good risks which you can trust, I find. But storytelling right now to use Darkseid is really poor choice. This means that they beat Darkseid in part 1 or send him home, and then he comes back in part 2. This is just recycling like the same movie. I mean, what does this mean? Because some people say, well, they send Darkseid, Steppenwolf, they beat Steppenwolf and send his forces that. But as soon as that happens, wouldn't Darkseid be, should I wait for them to build up, or hit them another week with everything I have, including myself? I'll let him build up, I want to be fair. Or does he go like, now I will beat you. Dang it, past 8. I gotta go home now, guys. Can we pick this up in a few years? Or, the worst one, alright, now we got this in. Hey, can we have a timeout? We want to do our other movies. Oh, sure. Now, somebody could always go, what if they're just played in different parts? Well, a few things. Well, that there, it's going to be very bad if this is supposed to be old different times that we have these here. Especially since Justice League Part 1 is about these heroes coming out in light. What really previous adventures did they have? Aquaman maybe, but there's been no real mention of the Flash. It almost seems like he was using his powers really in secret, not putting on the red mantle, so there really couldn't have been any previous stories. And in Shazam, this has got to be an origin, because this guy, strong as Superman, and call us out a lightning bolt, you don't hide stuff like that. Sure, you may not know the secret identity, and that makes sense, but this has got to be an origin for him. And then, of course, if everything is at different times, we're going to put this one here, this one here, this one over here, this one up here, this one here, this one here, and this here. Press play. What's the point of seeing them in any order? yeah, okay, we've had some past stories with Marvel, but they fitted the hero. They wanted to show Wonder Woman's agelessness, so that's why they're having a past one. Okay, that seems fair. As with the rest, it doesn't make sense to have this in that out of time order. Okay, so those are two things that already I'm having issue. That it's going to make it seem weird that the team can't be anything else, and then because we have the whole two-parters, it makes it feel weird for a time flow. But the third and the biggest thing is how and why is Darkseid invading? How did he find out about Earth? Okay, so what was this? From the deleted scene, we saw Lex Luthor talking to Steppenwolf. Well, Darkseid's a lead. Okay. How did he get in contact with Steppenwolf? Well, you see, he must have used the Kryptonian ship. Oh, okay. That makes sense, except it brings up the question of how the hell does this friggin' Kryptonian ship have contact with Apocalypse? Are we trying to say Zod got in contact with them sometime between traveling from Krypton to Earth? Okay, say that happened. Wouldn't have Darkseid had sent platoons? Say that's what happened. He made a deal with Darkseid. What the hell was Zod getting in return here? Darkseid would have sent like I said, given each of Zod's crew members a platoon of soldiers to just come to Earth. All the soldiers rounded everyone else up in the cities. But no. So that's a big thing. And then there's option 2 for this. Option 2 makes option 1 seem like the only thing that makes sense. Lex Luthor accidentally calls them. So essentially, the reason why Darkseid will attack Earth is because Lex Luthor butt dials him. I'm going to say that again because you are not having a stroke at this moment. Lex Luthor butt dials Darkseid, so he attacks. I did it in reverse as well, just so you can... Hell. This is just... Is this really the direction DC and Warner Brothers want to go? Oh, this really should, I felt, been talked about. And there are plenty of other things there. Now, if I just went here and complained and criticized all their choices, this seemed poor. But that's why I, in fact, will give what I think that they should do for the Justice League movie. Alright, my number 2 choice for it is using Brainiac, because they probably want to use like an alien invasion and stuff. Now, why would Brainiac work and Darkseid wouldn't? Well, here's the thing. They could always use the AI Brainiac, in which case it has a connection to Krypton. So being able to communicate with the ship and that makes sense. That he could monitor and then suddenly certain bits were coming on after, like, crashing. Yeah. While Apocalypsean God, Kryptonian AI. Which one do you think the Kryptonian ship should be able to contact? Plus, after they do beat Brainiac, he can do what Ultron did, and he decides to hide himself in the internet. In which case, he's going to now look fully what these heroes have been doing, what they can fully do. So he's biding his time, finding all of their secrets, seeing what else he can get, and what else he can do. Maybe he goes and does what Lex Luthor was going to do, but in a much more controlled manner. He creates a Kryptonian. So he could maybe create Power Girl. So he has Power Girl, he's hacked into the Earth security, and he's created a new legion of robots, and he's done what he can to finding all the Earth's heroes' weakness. That makes them separated, they're being hunted, and they have to find a way to get together in order to stop him. There is part 1 and part 2. That is my second favorite. My number 1 favorite is using Maxwell Lord. Who is Maxwell Lord? I want to say a weaker version of the Purple Man. Okay, say you were walking down and you have a line. This, the purple man would say, and you want to go onto the left side. The purple man says, go on the right side. You go on the right. Maxwell Lord, what he does is he more persuades you. Like, you should go on the right one. Like, no, I want to use the left. But that right line is starting to look good. Like, you have a higher chance of doing it. So that's the difference between them. Is he going to be the bad guy? No. He'd be behind the scenes. In the comics, he was seen to actually support the League and stuff. But this was all a trap because he believes superpowered people shouldn't be in charge. Yeah, I know yeah, you're right, but it doesn't make any sense. So, behind the scenes guy. Okay. His first plan is to use the Amazo robot. Who is Amazo? Amazo, he's not a robot, sorry. He's an android. An android that can copy anyone's powers, skills, or tech. One moment he can be running fast as Flash, then suddenly go into the shadows like Batman, before coming out and bringing out a cyborg laser cannon. Stuff like that. So you need a team to fight him. Not a one-on-one fight because you're every balance and he's an android so he won't tire out. You don't need to throw a bunch of big guys at him because that's simply whatever I was doing there. Taking him out. You need a team working together to face him. Knowing each person's weakness and hitting them at the weak points at the right time. Now that's part one. With part two being the Injustice League. Now his first plan, Maxwell Lord, was to get the Amazo robot to Android, I'm an idiot, to attack the League and make it look like they can't handle it. Just cause a whole bunch of destruction. That is his plan. Alright? But the League, through working together, minimizes the damage, brings the android to justice, but they don't figure out who. All they know is Ivo, who Maxwell Lord convinces him to kill himself if ever he's found out. Just to persuade, like that. So it shows his powers and stuff. Yeah. He gets with Lex Luthor, and he says he wants him to bring his own team together. The Injustice League. And this works for a number of reasons. The Injustice League in the New 52 right now is Lex Luthor, Bizarro Superman, Black Adam, Black Manta, Captain Cold, Catwoman, and Bane. Now those two, forget about the last two. I say just put a couple of Suicide Squad members to make up their 7. But 3 specific characters, Black Adam, Black Manta, and Captain Cold, are 3 big villains for Shazam, Aquaman, and Flash. The 3 heroes that are in between the 2 Justice League movies. So, and when we got Black Adam is an anti-hero in Shazam. So maybe they trick him into joining the Injustice League. So this adds a connection between this here. We can see why this would evolve from this to this. And Lex Luthor gets freed. He's given control from the Kryptonian ship, and he makes his battle armor suit. He grows a Bizarro, so we actually get a proper Bizarro. No, it doesn't have to be the me and Bizarro, me save spines. No, it can just be a mindless Superman with maybe cracks on his skin. That's all you would need to do. So, Lex Luthor, like an android in suit. Superman that is more mindless with some damaged skin. Some of the villains or anti-heroes from the previous movies, and then a couple Suicide Squad members. That's the Injustice League, and then it's up to the Justice League to fight them. That's all perfect. It created a one flow because you have Maxwell Lord connecting the 2. If you like the ideas in this video, share it. This is what gets word out. If you don't like something, please comment below. Oh, I like the criticism, or if you didn't understand something, I'll try to be more clearer. Alright then, till next time.